Starting the stream. What's good? Bum 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 bum. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Where's the volume? I mean, it's a little loud on my end. I don't know how it is for y'all. Do it there. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really know what to do today. I wanted to actually. I mentioned this on Delph's stream yesterday because obviously I was alive yesterday. I feel that yawn. Yeah. I'm being kind of getting burnt out of Marvel Rivals and hero shooters in general. You know, I don't know. It's just like it's not really my thing anymore. But it's like because of that, I don't really know what else to like stream anymore. You know. Because like Marvel Rivals has a lot of viewers on Twitch, obviously, right? And so, you know, it gets me like the most numbers and stuff. And that's what I was kind of like latching onto, while also having some fun because I genuinely enjoyed the game, right? So it's like might as well knock out two birds with one stone. But it's like after that, it's really just like, what do I really do now? You know? Because like I'm not really like I still think it's a great game, and I don't even dislike the game. I'm just not in a right space to be enjoying it, you know? So I kind of don't really know what to do. Other than just chat with y'all. Because I want to still have the consistent stream schedule, right? And so... How are you doing, by the way, Gordon? Are you doing good? I also feel that. I've been getting burnt out of Blue Protocols. I got like everything to grind. It's like, now what, you know? Yeah, I get that. What should I even do while having it up to waiting to other side? Want to run some dungeons? Want to play this other game? Yeah, that's kind of really how I've been feeling, you know? Because, like, again, like, I don't hate Marvel Rivals. I want to just point that out. I don't hate Marvel Rivals. I don't even dislike it. I actually still, like, think it's a great game. I just, again, like, I'm not really, like, fucking with it right now, you know? And I know, like, all the hyped stuff that's coming out is, you know, like, it's all really exciting. Like, I see that they're adding the original Iron Spider suit from the comics, which is pretty cool. And of course, like, all the buffs and shit. But, I don't know. It's just, like, the burnout is there, you know? like, literally, like, every single one of my last streams have been, Marvel Rivals, and I'm just kind of getting a little bit burnt out of it, you know? I ain't good though. Just needed to do a few things done. I still want to yap with you at some point about D&D and see what comes of it. I mean, I'm always down for yapping about whatever, you know? It's just that, like, D&D is just not my cup of tea, you know? But I do not mind if you come in here and talk about whatever it is that you're interested in, Gordon. I do not mind. How you doing, buddy? Who are you? Hello, Justin. It's good to see you too. Who are you? You never introduce yourself like that. You always say like sup bitch or just a sup. This is surprisingly enthusiastic for someone like you. Like, is a family member type this? Like, what? You never say, how are you doing? Well, how you doing, buddy? Like, not only is that slang, but it's not slander in any sort of way. So it's like, there's no way you type that out. You handed that to, like, your sibling or something. Why not? I will not be a goodish mood ever again. I mean, I guess I'm happy for you. It just took me off guard, is all. He is terrified of you talking to me about D&D because he doesn't know what traps, enemies, or other things we might bring up to terrify him. Dog, dead ass. I always say D&D is not my cup of tea, right? And I stand by that. I don't think I'll ever really be into getting into D&D like that. However, I will say this. I go on TikTok and get D&D, like, TikToks for the sole purpose of trying to find ways to communicate to Gordon on how to ruin your guys' life in D&D. Yeah, I don't have that command, buddy. You get, damn it. Yeah, sorry, man. I don't have that shit. Sorry, man. I could make that a command if you want. I don't mind. It just, like, I never really came to me, you know? But I could do it for you if you'd like. Just be in a goodish mood more often, and it wouldn't be more surprising. That is true, Gordon. That is so fucking true. Also, Gordon, I should give you VIP, shouldn't I? I mean, I mostly give VIP to people who show up consistently, but you've been here for like a little bit now, so I'll fucking get you your VIP. I'll get you your VIP. Just for the joke, I wanted to do it. Just have my first. Nah, just say something else. Just for the joke, I wanted to do it. Just have my first message be sub bitch to balance out the universe again. Oh, I get it. Nah, just let his mistakes be out in the open. Don't let him hide out. I mean, it's really no fucking issue of mine, but yeah. Oh, Delp's live. I didn't realize Delp was going live. But here, how How the fuck I do this shit again? Community roles manager. Boom, 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 boom. All roles. I got Gordon. Fan 42 underscore. That's a dash. I'm an idiot. Gordon fan 42. There you are. VIP. Save. There we go. Congratulations, you are now a VIP, Gordon. Your thoughts? You guys posted your going live messages at the same time. By the way, we did? Here, wait, I gotta check. Because like I was looking at my server, right? Obviously, I posted mine at 10:31 a.m. When did Delph post hers in the schedule? 10:32. Oh my god! It was basically the same time. it was basically the same time. That's crazy. What's she doing? Probably Overwatch. Overwatch chilling in comp. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't really plan on doing anything, so who knows? We might bug Delph. Obviously, Overwatch. What kind of question is that? It was rhetorical, but like at the same time, even as a rhetorical question, it's pretty dumb. You're right. With Delph, it is always. So, is it Overwatch, MR, or a collab of some sort? It's really just, is it Overwatch? She doesn't even really play MR all that much. Like, the amount of times I see Delph on MR is, like, really small nowadays. Like, the only fucking reason she was even streaming MR yesterday was because I had asked her to check out the zombie mode with me. Dead ass, no other reason. So, like, that's really it. Bum, 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 bum. You know, it really does surprise me, though, just how much, like... Because, like, Delph isn't one for change, you know, which isn't a bad thing. But she really isn't, like, all that much for change, you know? Like, she's kind of, like, just, like, down to formula kind of person, you know? Again, that's not really a bad thing. And I don't mean it in, like, a bad way either. Because, you know, being in your comfort zone is good. That's why they call it a comfort zone, you know? So you're comfortable. But, at the same time, it's like, she doesn't really branch off to other things unless she's, like, explicitly, like, told to, if that makes... But even then, it's like, you're not really telling her, you're just asking her, but, like, it takes a while as well for even that to, like, happen, you know? It's like, because I remember asking Delph a while, like multiple times, to check out the zombie mode with me during October, right? And she just didn't try it out, you know? And with Marvel Rivals. It again, like, it wasn't until yesterday that she had her first time doing it, right? So I mean, occasionally she gets on MR, but anything other than Hero Shooter is 100% a collab. Specifically in a way where she can attempt to screw over Justin. Justin fell into the reveal to jump to speed on me. But yeah, it's like, again, it's not a bad thing, you know. Like, Adelph is allowed to play whatever she wants, you know. It's just that, like, a lot of times it's like you're really just expecting like the same thing, you know. That's about it. But it's all right. Like, even then, that's good for content creation, because like if you like set up your content around something, right? Like, it does have its downsides, because like people are like, you're kind of setting up your community in a way for people to expect you to play that certain content, right? But I mean, she also didn't try Repo until like last Friday, after saying it was soon from July. Yeah, that's what I mean though. It's like Adelph is really like routine based, you know? Like, she doesn't really do a whole lot of change, you know? Like, and again, that's not a bad thing, alright? But that's just how Delph is. I'm surprised Delph hasn't gone burnt out on the game, if I'm being honest. Because, like, I mean, like, that just goes to show that it genuinely is just, like, her favorite game, you know? But, like, Delph has been playing Overwatch, like, every single stream for the past while, you know? With, like, the occasional in between. But it's been, like, every single stream, you know? And, I'm surprised that she hasn't gotten, burnt out by it, you know? Because, like, obviously, you look at my VODs, right? I post them all to, YouTube. My past, like, while streams, like, since, like, 3 months ago, right? Have all been Marvel Rivals, right? But I inevitably got burnt out by it. And Dove has been, like, single-handedly playing Overwatch for much longer than that, and she hasn't got burnt out. I'm also surprised. I know it ain't like a 460, yeah, an hour a month thing, but like, she still does it basically all the time. Yeah, it honestly surprises me. But again, it's like, if you love something that much, like, go ahead and keep playing it, you know? It's just surprising to me, because again, like, as someone who has been playing Marvel Rivals, for like 3 months straight, pretty much, right? And has been doing it for a while, right? It's like, I'm already getting burnt out on the game, you know? Because I wouldn't say Marvel Rivals is even my favorite game, you know? I guess I could continue playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, since I did kind of leave that off on a cliffhanger. But, I don't know. It just, like, no one was really showing up for it, right? And I don't want to make content that people aren't gonna want to see. Because, like, I of course start off by trying to make content that I would like to see, right? So if it's not content that I personally would like to watch, then I don't, like, go into it, right? But, other than that, it's like, Oh, does Junkrat have the new Mythic skin? I also have Delphstream pulled up. Oh yeah, I hear they're actually doing 2 Mythic skins now for a season, so... Oh yeah, have y'all seen the new Steam console coming out? The Steam Machine? That shit is crazy to me. Also the VR shit? Like, that's fair. If you don't enjoy it, or don't see it, it doesn't get any traction on it, it's hard to want to keep doing it. Yeah. Just because, like, of course, like, I enjoy playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, but I don't think a lot of people like watching it. So it's like trying to find the perfect balance between the two, right? And so, because, like, if I, because I can only know me, right? And so, when I, like, making content, I think of me first. But then, when I expand that out to, like, you guys, like, the people watching, if I'm the only one having fun, and I've realized that, then I'm kind of gonna stop, like, making that kind of content. You know? Like, stop streaming that game. So, it's like, because I'm, like, the only one actually having fun watching Dragon Ball Z Kakarot stuff, it's like, I don't, like, want to keep streaming it, if that makes sense. I think we're also just at a point as well where, now this is not me saying that story-based games are bad in any sort of way, so don't take it that way, because I actually prefer story-based games, right, that are more single-player. I prefer them. But I will say, when it comes to making content, most of the time, like, some of the highest viewed games on Twitch happen to be multiplayer in some way or another. Either it be, like, PvP or PvE, you know, like, they happen to be multiplayer in some sort of capacity, and that seems to be something that, like, it is actually, like, a factor. Because, like, okay, if I were to go to Twitch and sort it by categories and sort it by viewers, high to low, just chatting is actually the highest one. Alright? So, I guess that's kind of like an outlier, right? But the next one is Arc Raiders, which I haven't heard anything on this game, but I'm assuming it's a multiplayer game, just basing off of what I see here. There's like a lobby and there's more than one player, so a multiplayer game. League of Legends, multiplayer game. Minecraft, I mean, you can play it single player, but it's most of the time people are playing it with friends. It's multiplayer. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, again, like, that's like PvP based, right? So it's multiplayer. Dota 2 multiplayer. Tarkov multiplayer. Grand Theft Auto 5. Let's be honest here. They're playing the online variation. They're not playing the story mode. It's online. Counter-Strike online. Valorant online. The only, after scrolling quite a bit, the first single player game we get is Sekiro. Just chatting is a generic thing where you have the theory of chatting about things, typically with other people. Yeah. So I guess you could even consider that multiplayer. And then we have, after Sekiro, We have Fortnite multiplayer. IRL. I didn't even know that was a thing. Just people chilling IRL doing shit. Fuck it, I'm down. Then Overwatch 2 multiplayer, World of Warcraft multiplayer, Path of Exile multiplayer, Apex Legends, Dead by Daylight. You know, it's like Virtual Casino, you know, Hearthstone, Marvel Rivals, you know. There is the new Dispatch game, but like that's because it's new. Like once it like has its moment of grace pass, it is gonna drop down, I feel. Warcraft, Call of Duty Warzone. So yeah, like you see my point, you know, it gets to a point where it's like most of the games that are being played are more or less multiplayer games, and like if you look at anything else, it's down a bit more, you know? Not that those things are a bad thing, right? But it just kind of sucks, you know? Dog, I'm still mad that Naruto games aren't fucking popping off, because Naruto's my favorite anime. Like, Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections, man, was supposed to be the fucking shit. Because, like, Storm and Connections, you know, like, where do I even begin, you know? It's like, I was so excited to stream that game. I go on, try to play the online multiplayer, didn't get put in a single match. Like, are we for real? Like, I deadass didn't get put in a single fucking match. And it got to a point where I just said, fuck it. I'm not sitting here, like, waiting. Because, like, I already waited, like, 30 fucking minutes. And, like, I wanted to play a Naruto game so bad. Because, obviously, Naruto's my favorite media franchise ever. Right? Like, Dragon Ball is a close second. I will say, I am a big fan of Dragon Ball. Right? But that's obvious, right? But it's like, I genuinely like Naruto so fucking much. Like, you can actually tell that I like Naruto a lot, but it's like a little bit hidden. Like, you can tell, but you can't. Because, like, my first ever stream, when I started doing this, was Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, right? And the first couple streams were like that. And it's like, oh yeah, he talks about Dragon Ball a lot. He likes Dragon Ball. But my, like, VTuber, PNG-tuber, like, artwork here, right, is a Naruto-centered OC. You know? And so, it's like, when you start actually looking into it, you start to be like, oh my god, this guy's actually a Naruto fan, you know? It's just that you don't really see it a whole lot, because there's nothing to go off of. Like, there's genuinely, like, nothing to do with Naruto, and it's really upsetting to me. Indeed, honestly, it's at a point where story games kind of don't get the traction as those that are interested usually don't show up for spoiler reasons, or it might be past the that they forgot about it. Yeah, that's true. You know, I actually made a post about the state of Naruto and Boruto for like a while ago, and I still think it holds true. I'll try and find it, but if I can't, then I can't find it. Simple as that. But I'll try and find it. But basically, my points there is that I'm actually really disappointed in the management team for the Naruto franchise. I'm actually really disappointed in it. because whoever's behind it have been really, really lazy. And I don't really appreciate it all that much. You know? Like, here we go. Dun. Yeah, because I'm trying to find it right now, but I don't think I'll be able to find it because it was a while ago. If not, I'll try to remember some of the points I had. But if I can't, then I can't. Yeah, I would have already scrolled past it by now. I might have just scrolled right past it and didn't fucking pay attention. But when it comes to Naruto, I think a big thing, because like, okay, I'm gonna just say Naruto slash Boruto, right? For one, the anime is on hiatus, right? There's no anime for, like, the Boruto anime is on a hiatus, so you can't even watch the Boruto anime, right? So that's one thing that they don't really have. Now, the manga that is still coming out, I think it's like monthly, it might be weekly. Regardless, those chapters ain't that long, I'm gonna be honest. And so you read the chapter, right? And then there's almost really like nothing to really go off of, you know? And it is kind of disappointing. And then you look at like the game situations, and like there's not really a whole lot of Naruto games, you know? Like fuck it, like the best one might like deadass be like a Roblox Naruto game. Like I don't really know how to put it, you know. I don't even play Roblox. I don't even know if there's any Naruto games on it, but like deadass, that might be just what it is, you know. And it sucks, obviously, right? I think as well that, so yeah, there's not really a whole lot of games. Who knows? I've actually playing some Shinobi Striker recently, and there's been like some people playing Shinobi Striker, at least on the PC, right? Like there are lobbies. I am able to get into matches. So who knows? Maybe I might play some Shinobi Striker on stream, you know? But regardless, right? Shinobi Striker is the most popular Naruto game, like official Naruto game right now. And even that one isn't like all that good, you know? So I mean, like, I really enjoy it, but it could definitely use a sequel, you know? Hell, I actually, funny enough, my custom, like, character, my PNG tuber here, was actually from Shinobi Striker. If you played Shinobi Striker, you probably recognize his outfit. If you don't, now I did make some slight changes to the outfit, so, but, like, if you, if you've seen my character, you kind of get the general idea of what the outfit is based off of, right? Uh Regardless, right? It's it's so like there's not still a whole lot of players even on Shinobi Striker. So like the manga's kind of like, you know, it's slow, but it's there, I guess, right? There's no anime, there's no games, there's no movies, right? And not to mention, even the Boruto manga is kind of hit or miss. And what I mean by hit or miss, before any like Boruto fans clip this and like, oh, I mean they would have already clipped it and put it out of context, right? But I actually enjoy Boruto for the most part. I know a lot of people don't. I know even Delp doesn't, right? And I will say this. I think out of the Naruto franchise as a whole, I do think that Boruto is the weakest part of it. Alright? I will just say that. Just come right out and say it. But I actually think Boruto is good. I've been enjoying it. However, I will say I'm not the biggest fan of some of the newer Boruto stuff that they've came out with. And it's no shot at like anyone who likes it. And again, before, I mean, they would have already clipped it out of context, but like before anyone gets on my case, I actually dead ass think Boruto is the best part about the manga right now. And I think a lot of the main cast of characters, if that makes sense, are in a really good state right now and have been written like pretty well. Like Sarada, Kawaki, Mizuki questioning himself and like his son and shit. Not his SON, SUN. And Boruto having to deal with the fact that everyone like hates him for no reason, due to what happened, but still trying to do good, you know? I think it's really cool. A lot of my issues come, though, with that there's no real, like, villain. You know, like, the villains aren't that good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of the villains they've been introducing. Because, like, you look at, like, some of the Naruto villains, and they got straight bangers. I'm gonna be honest. Like, everyone loves the Akatsuki, right? Like, all the Akatsuki are goated, right? Then you've got ones like Zabuza and Haku, like some of the OG ones, right? And not only does Zabuza have a fucking dope ass design, but him being a master of the silent killing and his hit and miss jutsu was just pure aura. I'm gonna be honest. And Haku with their crystal ice mirrors, like, it's cool. And then of course there's Gaara. When Gaara was a villain, Gaara was like one of the best shit ever, right? And a good villain, like a good antagonist, especially, can actually really help elevate the heroes really well. And like that's what happened with Gaara. Like Gaara was really elevating the heroes to do better. Like with like Rock Lee, and because like Rock Lee, despite losing that fight, it was how his character bounced off of Gaara and how the other people, like the characters in the show, talked about Gaara and then talked about Lee, is what made it all like work off of itself so much. And then you have Rock Lee's interactions with Sasuke, and like how Naruto is trying to prove himself. Like, it works, right? And that's what having a good villain can do, you know, or / good antagonist, right? So you have stuff like Zabuza and Haku, who are a banger, and then you have Gaara, again, banger. Then you have stuff like the Search for Tsunade arc, having Orochimaru, and Orochimaru's a banger as well. I think Orochimaru and Kabuto are cool. And then you have the Sasuke retrieval arc, you know, the arc where boys become men, right? Where Sasuke becomes an antagonist here. It's still kind of Orochimaru as well, and we already know that he's a banger, but like Sasuke is like where they have their final fight, like at Final Valley at the end of part 1. And it's a banger, obviously. And then you have the Kazekage rescue, and again, I already mentioned the Akatsuki are all goated, and that just elevated them further by having them beat Gaara, right? So you have the Kazekage rescue, and then after that, right, you have the it's like the Tenshi Bridge, like where they're going to get like Sasuke and stuff, and like meet up with Sasuke, and Sasuke just bodies them all, right? Which was also really cool because that's when we actually get the introduction of Sai, you know. And Sai has some like pretty cool abilities. I really like Sai's like abilities, you know. And then you have after that we get probably one of the best run of arcs like ever, right? Where you have like the Pain invasion, right? And the Pain stuff is really goated, like deadass, like some of the best moments in the fucking series, you know. And then you have the Sasuke versus Itachi shit, and then you have which was also great, the 5 Kage Summit, which was cool with Sasuke, right? And you have Danzo, and that moment was so satisfying. And then you also have the 4th Great Ninja War, which, again, pretty self-explanatory, you know? And the stuff with Kaguya. And so, like, the villains, like, Naruto has always had, like, really great villains. Again, like, I don't need to explain why Pain is a good villain, you know? But then, of course, you go to, like, to Boruto, right? And I will say, part 1 Boruto, I did actually like the villains for the most part, but I gotta talk about Shin Uchiha, that like dollar store Uchiha, and how lame he was. Like, he was dead ass, like, really lame, and his Mangekyo ability was really boring as well. Like, his special Mangekyo ability about controlling like weapons is like really. Like, really, puppet masters do that with their chakra strings. The only difference with him is that he doesn't need those chakra strings. Like, that shit is so lame. Like, and that's his Mangekyo ability? Like, that's what he gets for having the legendary Mangekyo Sharingan? Like, are you kidding me? Not to mention as well, Naruto and Sasuke getting pieced up by him a bit was really stupid. And like, for the most part, I like how they treated Naruto. So I know that a lot of people didn't like how they were treated. But like, Naruto and Sasuke's performance against Momoshiki and Ishiki, Otsutsuki, you know, were actually really good. And I think that, like, that's where they should be, right? But it's the fact that, like, they were, again, losing to, like, a dollar store Uchiha. It's like, what? Not to mention, he got the Katsuki K bought off Wish, you know? It's like that arc was pretty lame, I will say. And that didn't help at all, you know? And even in terms of, like, the manga, it's a bad first impression, I will say. Because the anime, you know, immediately kicks off with filler, I'm gonna be honest. Like, because the manga actually has the, like, the first couple things being, like, the, like, Boruto's already a ninja, right? Boruto is already a ninja, and shit like that. But, again, that, like, Shin Uchiha manga shit was just, like, it wasn't it, you know? Like, even in the manga, that shit was not it. That shit was so lame. But yeah, I think Momoshiki and Ishiki were both great great villains. I think that they were really cool. And I like those arcs, especially. And then you have Code, right? And I'm gonna be fucking honest. Code is really lame, too. Like, I know that Boruto fans try to hype up Code a lot. But Code is just so fucking lame, dude. Like, he's actually just so boring. He's like a... Because, like... How do I word this? His main power is stupid. I'm gonna just say that. His main power is that he's able to put these, like, claw marks on shit, and you can transport shit through the claw marks. You know? And I'm like, so he has a worse flying Raijin Jutsu. Like, that's it. He has a worse flying Raijin Jutsu. Hell, it's not even a better body flicker. You know, like, body flicker is deadass just a better version of his thing. You know? So, like, it's really fucking lame. And that's his main fucking ability. Not to mention, he gets slapped up so fucking often, it's crazy. Like... Like, when we first see Code, right? And Boruto's fighting him, Boruto is dead ass putting the fucking hands on him. Once he enters, like, the Karma version 2 state. Like, he's dead ass just straight up beating him. It's only until Momoshiki takes control that stuff looks somewhat dire, but again, like, that's not Code doing the work, that's Momoshiki. You know? So it's like... Code deadass didn't do anything, you know? And then when he removes his limiters and he gets the white hair, you'd think, oh, okay, he's about to cook up now, just for him to lose against Daemon. But I don't even blame him too much against losing against Daemon, because I fucking hate Daemon so much. That up, down, left, right, A, start, fucking cheat code ass motherfucker. His ability is, like, the direct opposite of Code's in, like, the worst way possible. Because Code's ability is so lame that it's like, why the fuck is that your main ability? You know? And then you have Daemon, whose ability is so fucking busted that he deadass just beats everyone. And it's like, what? Like, what are we saying here? So yeah, I don't really like Code or Daemon all that much, and that goes over into the basically Boruto Shippuden, which is called Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, if you don't know. And like, obviously Code is still like he was the big bad. They kind of replaced him with like Jura and stuff, which are like the 10-tailed trees or whatever the fuck. I'm gonna be honest, I hate all of their designs. They're really lame, too. I do not like any of them. Like, they're just really fucking boring to me. And again, like, that's just, like the highlight of it to me, you know? It's like, a lot of times, especially in 2 Blue Vortex, it's like the villains just aren't that good. Also, the pacing of the story is kind of lame to me. And it's not just Boruto that has this issue for me. I think most modern day anime are really, really, really fast paced. Like modern day shonen anime. I'm a shonen anime watcher, alright? But when it comes down to like shonen anime, it's like slash manga, it's like they're really fucking fast paced for like no reason. It always seems like the mangakas are like in a rush to finish their story, if that makes sense. You know? Like they're always really quick to like get their mangas done, you know? Because like, let's just look at like Dragon Ball. Starting off, right? Actually, no, we're gonna look at Naruto since we're talking about Naruto. The original Naruto manga has 700 chapters, right? And, you know, it's a well-paced story. Then you look at one of the other big three, Bleach, right? And Bleach has like 686 chapters, right? We don't talk about One Piece. Because that one is also pretty poorly paced, just because of how long it is. But like looking at like Bleach and Naruto, right? They both have around 700 chapters, right? So they're like roughly equal. Not to say that you need 700 chapters in order for the story to be good, or slash well paced. But then, because like Dragon Ball, I think is a well paced story as well, like the original Dragon Ball run, and that one only has 519 chapters. You know, so I don't like, you don't need a certain fixed amount of chapters. I'm just saying that those are a lot of chapters, right? But then you look at like some of the newer manga, right? I'm gonna use Jujutsu Kaisen for an example, right? Guys, Jujutsu Kaisen is a really good manga, you know? Like I followed it along like every single chapter, but Jujutsu Kaisen only has 271 chapters. That's not even half the amount that Naruto has. Or Bleach, right? And Bleach heavily inspired JJK. Then you look at like Demon Slayer. And Demon Slayer only has 205 chapters. And so that one is also really, really, really fucking fast. You know? Then you look at Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, right? And that one only had, like, the part 1 of Boruto only has 80 chapters. And it's like, 80? Really? Just 80? Because, like, I know I mentioned the original Naruto stuff, because there is no, in terms of manga, there is no difference between Naruto Shippuden and the part 1 Naruto. They're both like the same thing, right? But when it comes to even just part 1 Naruto ends at 238 chapters, you know? So like, even just comparing their part 1s and stuff, it's like 80 compared to 238, you know? And again, like, Boruto manga's not done yet. Like, we still have 2 Blue Vortex, right? But it's really fast-paced for whatever reason, you know? And so, you know, it's just, it's kind of annoying, is all I'm gonna say. Like, it's a little bit too fast-paced for my liking, you know? I don't know if any newer anime fans are, like, feel that kind of effect. Maybe it's just because I'm used to some of the older, longer running manga that I feel this way. But I think 80 chapters for part 1 Boruto is really, really, really fucking fast. You know? Like... But I guess that's just me, you know? Yeah, I guess that is just a me thing, you know, like, nothing really to say about it. I gotta say, though, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex is actually doing pretty well, all things considered. Because it is in, like, the fucking top 10 most read mangas. So, and, like, it's not doing bad. And I think, again, like, I think the main cast of the Boruto characters are actually pretty good. I just really don't think that the villains are that good. And the pacing of the story is a little bit too quick for my taste. Because it's really fast for me. But, again, like, that just could be because I'm more used to, the 700 chapters of Naruto, right? And, like, someone who's, like, just getting into anime, right, might be like, oh, yeah, 80 chapters is fine. What? You read 700 chapters? That's too much for me. Like, it just could be a difference like that, right? It's just that I'm more used to longer running manga, and they're more used to shorter running manga, right? And so, like, Boruto, in that sort of aspect, is, like, a lot more, easier to digest, you know? Like, simple as that. That could be a case. Not saying that that is the case, but that could be a case. But, regardless, I'm just not really that used to the pacing of Boruto. I think it's still a little fast. Anyway, I didn't really have anything planned today. I mainly just wanted to talk about stuff, I guess, and this thing's already an hour long, so a bit of a shorter stream today. But I wanted to get something out to just maintain a consistent schedule. I guess, who knows? Next stream, we might play some Shinobi Striker, if you guys are down. And, either that or maybe I might just go back on Marvel Rivals. I don't know. I don't really know yet. I guess I will raid Delph, because I'm going over there to moderate anyways. So, if you enjoyed this, like, little chat, I appreciate it. And, yeah, I guess I'll start the raid. So yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, I love and appreciate you all, and I will catch you over the weekend, because I don't stream on Friday. So, I will do that, alright? Love you. Bye-bye.